difference between a top A tailor and a low tailor is because most things we do, we don't pay attention to details. Now, how well do we take care of the inner neck of the back facing? Now, adding a vintage material inside the neck just like this helps to add more beauty to your finishing or to your clothes. Now, as well, in fixing your label, if you have a label, it is advised to use the same fabric you're making to lay at the base of the label before placing at the center of the neck region. Now, this will help you to give your outfit a more enhanced look than the regular. Now, I will show you a cloth I made. Now, this right here is another outfit I made, right? Look at how beautiful this is. Now, adding vintage inside the neck region, gives you that neater finishing than just leaving it on a plain neckline, except the fabric is transparent or except the vintage will not work. There are some fabrics you sew, like laces and some Junko sew fabrics that you don't need to add this. Maybe it might be showing, right? Maybe white you kind of avoid. But then if you know that you're sewing a dark color, you should add vintage to this. Now, what I normally do is I go to the market, I buy vintage in yards, like let's say 2 yards of fine prints, and I keep them for just neckline decorations. So this will help you, to up your game and charge effectively. And also know that when you're doing all of this, you should also consider, introducing monogram to your jobs. This also helps the job to come out neatly. And the prices of all of these things are not the same with your regular sewing. So if you charge or sew regular price, let's say 10,000 for example, you might add and sew 20K when you charge or when you make your provision of your clothes to have these touches, these finishing touches. So, the price, what differentiates you with other bigger brands is this type of finishing. Look at how beautiful this will look now on my outfit. So, if you don't know how to do this, this is as simple as ABCD. You can do well by watching this video to the very end. See how I achieved or how this outfit will look like. So I'm just trying to encourage someone out there. I don't know whom this video might get to. I don't know who needs to see this video, but I just felt that someone needs to see this and watch to learn. You get? So when you want to do this as well, you also make sure that you first of all stitch this down first. I use hemming gum, to hold it temporarily so that it will not be hard for me again to sew. So this is just like a call for upgrade. I have a class I advertised sometime last week, 6 months physical training with accommodation for 550,000 naira. 6 months physical training for 550,000 naira, both the training and accommodation. And some people are bashing me on the price, that the price is too much and everything. I'm saying, okay, if it's too much, go elsewhere where you can afford. This upgrade is not easy, it's not cheap. I bought this iron last year for 45,000 naira. This same iron, and I bought it again last 2 days for 70,000 naira. So the price of things are increasing the market. So if you want to grow, you have to have that mentality of upgrading your craft. Trying to enhance. You don't remain a stagnant tailor and want to grow. It's not possible. You have to grow. Before, I don't do these things, but I have seen that this is the major difference with my sewing. Outside your knit finishing, like your knit sewing, right, well threaded, this outfit is. You need to add some vintage prints inside the neck, to give you that. Look at the pocket. You see, so I use vintage to do the pocket. So this will give you a more enhanced effect. Some detailing. I did this pin design on this outfit. Just something to differentiate your work with the regular tailor out there, right? So this is just what I feel I need to tell someone out there to find time to upgrade, enhance their skill. The little flap at the inside neck is advised to be vintage. It gives the clothes a more enhanced look. So I don't know. Like I said, this video I'm just picking it for someone else. I don't know who might enjoy it, but if you are the one, so kindly tell me thanks in the comment section, like the video, comment, and subscribe to my channel. So thank you for listening. You also need to know how to place this. Now, if you want to know the width of this is from here, it's 5.5. The maximum you can use is 6 inches because the back facing will cover this. Like the back facing will be longer than this, so that it will cover the threading you have made here. Then the width could be either full or this way. However, then to place this very well, measure from the neck depth. Then from the neck depth to your what's it called? Your label should be 2.5 or 3 maximum. So 2.5. And make sure as well you get the center. Like it must be placed at the center point of your outfit. Then you bring hemming gum. You know, this hemming gum is a magic wonder, right? It gives us neat finishing. Just place hemming gum to temporarily holding the placement of everything you have made, so that you won't have anything that is bending or that is not well centralized. So use hemming gum, place it in this form, and then you iron. So this, like I am trying to explain to you, is so I will make sure I thread the both ends of this, thread the both ends, you get, and then thread round all through this way, thread all of these things. So these are the things you should be adding to your outfit, like value you should be adding to make sure your jobs comes out well. You see how beautiful this is already, even without sewing yet. You are seeing how neat it is. So this is what I feel you should add to your branding as well.